as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Denver Broncos. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down at the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Flushed out right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 37.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 17-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the handoff, Conner. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But and
he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
That was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now a first down throw, Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Complete.
A good pickup there at 22.
A gain of 22
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
On 1st and 10, Watson. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Complete to Quincy Enunwa.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? As Sanders there with a first down carry that might have gotten a yard, if that. 2nd down.
Ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The ball carrier.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He was brought
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Penny, the ball carrier.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown.
Touchdown,
Tennessee. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
On the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Eluding the pressure right. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. These two teams all tied after one.
End of the first quarter with the score tied 7-7.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the draw, Connor. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled at the 30.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
On the keeper. Thrown to the sideline.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. This will be from 49 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
Not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to to do, you don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flush to his right. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup there.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. The Titans were number 1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
And goal at the 6-yard line.
Gun, Watson, flushed out right. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
And 3.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. After the run, Tannehill going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to keep it again. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. 33 yards that time. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's a handoff to Connor. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
He was taken down at the 20.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Escaping the pressure right. Letting one go deep for a Nunwa. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful, because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Not much there, only a yard.
2nd and 9.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. But it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Looking end zone for Jones. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and it's 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
59-yard attempt.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds is up near the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Bounds at the 44-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Watson. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Curtis Samuel in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans are just an extra point away from moving out in front. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill, screen pass to Connor. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on out to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Another run here with Sanders. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
6-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Watson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken around the 12. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game. So
well, this is taken in. It's complete. Julio
Pass
Jones all alone.
Pass some of this.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Julio Jones, 79 yards. As his guys are able to regain the lead.
Two-point conversion.
Hey, when you're thinking about your opening drive in the third quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, I'm just sitting back in my chair. Let's get eased in, a couple runs. No, boom.
Yeah, forget the body blows, folks. Let's throw the big shot right now.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 32-yard line.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out. Watson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Watson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going for it. It's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Tannehill on 3rd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
Buying time to his left. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 12-yard line.
Another run with Sanders. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Brings up 3rd.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Titans first down.
On first down, it's Watson. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again is Watson. McKinnon here, it's complete. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Watson. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Watson. Being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Eluding the pressure right. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Rolling to his left. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another 1st down. On first down, Watson escaping the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
A yard. It's second down.
And just shedding him off there. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Operating from the gun, Watson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
At their own 28-yard line.
They start with a give to Connor. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Number 30, James Conner.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's got room. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 38-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He's taken down.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the field goal. A 49.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. First down run for Connor, not going to get much. Maybe a yard. Second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Steps away to his left. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Ryan Tannehill with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score, Broncos 38, Titans 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. He's going to take off with it. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
The keeper.
Let's go. 240.
Tonight.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Denver, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Titans.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. Out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pad, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win? That's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit. Time I was down and out, had to bring grinding back. Doing little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit.
Down with my account, he said I got good news and I got bad.